Hello students, in the previous class we have studied the kinetic friction, static friction, etc. So today we will study about the motion of a car in a level road and on a banked road. So here you can see two cars, just they are traveling in a road. So in the first example you can see that a car which is in a normal level road where there is no turning. So if the car is moving in a road where there is no turning, the frictional force will be acting between the tire and the road. So the car will be almost safe with whatever speed they can achieve it. But here you can see in the second picture, here the car is making a turn. So when the car try to make a turn, there will be a frictional force between the road and the tire. But the only frictional force cannot keep the car for a safe motion. Why? Because during the turning of the car, there must be a centripetal force which you can see as a Fs. So centripetal force must be balanced with the frictional force, that is the frictional force between the road and the tire. So what will happen if the static frictional force is less than the centripetal force? Definitely the car will be skid off to the upper portion of the road. So how we can deal this problem? Let us see. Okay. So here I am making a road like this and the car is undergoing a turning. So this is my car and the weight of the car will be always acting downward. So I can represent the weight as mg, which will be always acting downward. And definitely there will be a normal reaction R, which also I have represented like this. So as I told you, when the car takes a turn, the centripetal force will be acting, which will be towards the center of the circle, an imaginary circle, when it undergoes a turning. So I can write it as mv square by r, where m is the mass of the car, v the linear velocity, and r the radius of the turn, that is called the turning radius. So how to deal this problem? So as I told you, R is the normal reaction, which I can write it as R equal to mg. And similarly in the earlier classes we have studied the static friction. So static friction Fs equal to mu s into R. So here you might be confused, the car is moving, then what is the influence of a static friction? So kinetic friction is not relevant here, because the frictional force between the tire and the road will be static friction. If you know the reason behind it, please comment in the comment box. Okay, let me write it. Fs is equal to mu s into R, and similarly while taking a turn, the vehicle must have a centripetal force. So I am going to equate that centripetal force Fc equal to or less than, that means less than or equal to the static friction. So I am writing centripetal force as mv square by r, which is less than or equal to the static friction mu s into r. So as I know that r is equal to mg, so mv square by r less than or equal to mu s into mg. So you can cancel m. So equation will be v square is equal to mu s r g. So from this equation I can write it as v equal to root of mu s r g. So why I have taken equal to instead of less than or equal to? It is because this v equal to mu s r g is the safe speed. That means if the speed is more than this value, then what will happen? The vehicle will be skid off to the upper portion of the road. So from this equation it is clear. Okay, so dear students, very interestingly we can make one conclusion from this equation. For example, just consider your car which is taking a turn while traveling on a road with a very huge speed, for example 100 km per hour. So two quantities you can change here. One is the static friction, another one is the radius of curvature. So let me discuss about the static friction. So in order to have a safe speed, the tire of your car and the condition of the road must be good. So you might be observed that the car tire will have a good tread block. Similarly, the radius of the curvature of the road. That means if you are not interested to decrease the speed of your vehicle, the radius must be very high. That also you might be observed, especially in a national highway, the radius of turning of the vehicle will be very high, so that you can maintain the very high speed and you can make a turn. Okay students, next we will discuss about the motion of a car or a banked road. So as you can see in the picture, a car is making a turn and the level of the road on both sides is not the same, as you might be observed. That means while taking a turn, the upper portion of the road is little bit high than the lower portion of the road. Now what is the importance of making this kind of a small inclination on the level of the road? It is just to get a safe speed. So in the first example we have just discussed that if there is a very less friction, there may be a high chance of a skidding of vehicles. So how to avoid such a situation? So the only solution is to make a road banked. So banking of curve or banked road means the process of or the procedure of making the upper portion of the road little bit high than the lower portion of the road, so that the moving vehicle will get a safe speed even if there is a less friction. So I am just taking the weight of a car as like this. So weight of the car will be always acting downward, which I can show like this, mg. And while taking a turn, the car will have a centripetal force. So centripetal force will be always towards the center of the turn. So here you can see that the road is as in the form of a circle, means a semicircle. So mv square by r will be the centripetal force, and definitely the normal reaction I can take it as r, so which will be always away from the surface of the road. That means which will be drawn like this. So this is my r, the normal reaction. So basically normal reaction comes from the weight of the car. Now what I am going to do is, the frictional force must be acting. So frictional force will be like this, Fs I am making as a frictional force. Now I am going to resolve the frictional force, the normal reaction, everything. Okay, the same diagram I am just going to rearrange somewhat in different manner. So R is my normal reaction. So R I am going to resolve into two components. One is perpendicular component and another will be the horizontal component. So here you can see that if this is theta, then this will be r cos theta. Now here along the centripetal acceleration I will have r sin theta. That means r sin theta and mv square by r both will be in the same direction. Now Fs is the static friction. So if this is the theta, that is the angle between the static friction and the centripetal force, then Fs also will be resolved into two components. One component will be along the mg. So this will be Fs sin theta, and another component will be also along the same mv square by r, which I can represent in yellow color. So I have Fs cos theta. So I have resolved all the components, that is normal reaction R I have solved into r cos theta and r sin theta. Remember, r sin theta is in the direction of centripetal force mv square by r. Similarly, the static friction also I have solved Fs sin theta and Fs cos theta. Now very interestingly, you can see that along the direction of mv square by r we have r sin theta and Fs cos theta. So let me write this. Okay, from this equation, let me write mv square by r equal to r sin theta plus fs cos theta. Now what I am going to do, fs, you know what is fs? Fs is the static frictional force, which will be mu s into r, where r is the normal reaction. So let me write mv square by r equal to r sin theta plus fs cos theta. Let it be an equation number 1. Similarly, I can write r cos theta equal to, what are the other components? One will be mg plus mu s r sin theta. Mu s r sin theta. This is equation number 2. Why mu s r comes? Because mu s r is the fs. So I have equation number 1 and 2. Now from equation number 2, what I am going to do, I am just going to iterate r. So r cos theta minus mu s r sin theta equal to mg. Nothing, it is the equation number 2. So let me take this r outside. So r times cos theta minus mu s sin theta equal to mg, that is r equal to mg divided by cos theta minus mu s sin theta. Let it be equation number 3. Next I am going to take the equation number 1 once again. So mv square by r equal to r sin theta plus mu s r cos theta. So in this equation I am going to substitute the value of r. So mv square by r equal to r times sin theta plus mu s cos theta. So value of r I will take from the equation number 3. So r equal to mg by cos theta minus mu s sin theta times sin theta plus mu s cos theta. Why? Because r equal to mg divided by cos theta minus mu s sin theta. Okay, so our equation is mv square by r, that is mv square by r equal to, here you can see mg times sin theta plus mu s cos theta divided by cos theta minus mu s sin theta. I can cancel m both, and now finally r you can cross multiply. So v square will be v square equal to sin theta plus mu s cos theta divided by cos theta minus mu s sin theta. Now other two terms r and g into rg. Now from this equation v will be equal to root of rg times sin theta plus mu s cos theta divided by cos theta minus mu s sin theta. So this is the equation for safe speed. So from this equation, suppose mu s equal to 0, that is coefficient of static friction is equal to 0. That means while taking the turn, if your road condition and the vehicle condition is not up to the expected level, so mu s will be definitely 0. So what will happen? So v equal to rg times mu s will be cancelled, sin theta by cos theta. This term only will be existing. So sin by cos will be tan theta. So tan theta will be coming. That is root of rg tan theta. So from this equation it is clear that when your car is taking a turn in a banked road, because of the turn tan theta, your safe speed will be increased. So this is not an achievable matter when your car is moving in a level road without a banked road. So that may be the reason. So dear students, this is very much important in practical cases. As you can see, during car racing and all, in order to get a maximum safe speed, the road will be always designed in such a way that the upper portion of the road will be just ahead of the lower portion. That means there will be a small inclination. So in order to have a good safe speed, so this process is what we call as the banking of a road. So the process of raising the outer edge of a road over the inner edge through a certain angle is known as the banking of road.